Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Niner, never felt finer. Coming in for the Hey there, guy. How's it going there, guy, dude? Freaking Lonniedos Vibecast, episode number 5. Got some important things to yap your ear off about today. Mostly how music is completely beat, and I think we're done with it as an art form. I'm pretty sure it's over, boys. Pack it up. If you have a microphone, if you got a red little box, a little Scarlet Focusrite, couldn't remember the name for a second, but if you have that little male manipulator machine in your bedroom, just go ahead and throw that thing into the trash can, baby, because music's done. We're done with it, and it's not coming back. I know that I am approaching the 30 dirty age of not being able to facetiously declare that music is over anymore, but I'm getting it out while I'm still young enough. If you couldn't tell, that means I'm being sarcastic. But I don't know why I was so honest for that second. Never mind, we're going back. Fuck this. The voices, they grow louder by the day. Dude, Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald have collaborated on a rap song. If you hear any audible depression, it's just because of the rap song. It was a Tom MacDonald song. It's called Facts, featuring Ben Shapiro. It's practically the worst thing I've ever heard, honestly. It sounds like a Falling in Reverse B-side, or, I mean, B-side is not necessary, probably, because, I mean, I don't think Falling in Reverse makes B-sides. I think they've put out every song they've ever wrote. But I digress. If you don't know who Tom MacDonald is, he had a farm. No, I'm just kidding. He had some bars, though. Freaking dude, he's basically like a 6ix9ine type character. Freaking face is covered in tattoos. He's got crazy hair, shiny teeth. But all of his songs are just, you know, about the plights of being a white guy in America. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty cringe. It's just like I can't harp on it too long, mostly because it's hard being a white guy. I can relate to that, but I can't appreciate you singing about it too much. But I mean, he's got Ben Shapiro on the track. Dude, the verse, Ben Shapiro's verse sounds AI, but then I listened to a video of him talking, and you know, it could be him. He kind of always just sounds like that. But if you told me that they just made this AI Ben Shapiro verse and then got him to co-sign it, I'd believe it. It is what it is, but dude, the freaking song is called Facts. They're talking about how they don't care about your feelings. It sounds like a Linkin Park type beat, but with, you know, some "You Mad Bro" lyrics that kind of just don't do it for me. I think Ben Shapiro had a whole arc where he was like he was trying to say like rap isn't even music, which is like the stupidest thing in the world. And he made up like his own like reasons for why. He's like, music has to have this, and that, and rap only has 1 or 2 of these most of the time. It's like, dude, what? You just made up the rules. Like, shut the fuck up. Holy shit, you just sound like a psychopath. Now look at him now, tucking his tail between his legs while he MCs the freaking... I saw like a brief clip of Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro freaking talking about how they were not... YouTube's not letting us be on the #1 spot on trending, dude. Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion have a diss track that's #1. But our video is outperforming theirs by every stretch of the imagination. They're artificially keeping us at #2. What if you're just #2, man? What if it just doesn't... Who gives it? What, you expect me to care about that on your behalf? It's ridiculous. I don't care if you're not making as much money as you want, while still making enough. Ice Spice also put out a new song, and it makes me upset. You think you're the shit? You're not even a thought. Dude, I heard this song on TikTok, and I thought it was made up. I also thought this was AI. This is why music is done now, dude. Freaking, we don't even need to do this anymore, right? We could have made a robot do this, dude. We could just let robots make the fart songs. And then we could delete them. Maybe make robots illegal after that, because... You think you the shit? You is not even the thought. I've been going hard. I'm breaking their hearts. You think you icy, but I'm spicier. I mean, this is the time we're living in. I watched the music video for this to see if it was just as good as the song. And I mean, this has got to be like the death of... I don't even know enough about like music to know like what genre of rap is this song. Is it Plug and B? Is everything Plug and B now? Everything was hyperpop for like 2 years, and now I think that's died off, and now everything's Plug and B. Whatever this is, I feel like it's time to move on from this, because the music video existed. I mean, she was singing about poo-poo pee-pee, caca farts. Dude. Even the goddamn title card of the music video had a stinky little fart cloud poofing off of there. This is not an aesthetic. You can just, it's just living proof that you can plug in any topic and make like a this type beat about it, I guess. I don't know. Bad song. I don't know, dude. I just can't. I don't like fart bars. I don't like poop bars. I don't even like when you talk about sex for too long in music. Not like in a prudish way either. It's just like, damn, dog, you got bodily functions? I'm trying to vibe. That's crazy. Notice how I don't exactly put the AirPod Pros on to go take a shit. And I don't want to hear about and think about you shitting. That means no lyrics about crop dusting. That means no lyrics about you're the ship, I'm the fart. That means no blowjobs, no nothing. Just keep it classy in the eyes of God is all I ask. I guess that's really all I had to say about music being dead now and not alive anymore, and we're not doing it no more, and the robots have taken over. If you told me Ice Spice was a robot, I'd probably believe it. She just does her little dance. She says so in the song. And I can't remember anything else from it. I mean, I would probably listen to the Ice Spice fart song a million times before I fucking bump Ben Shapiro ex Tom McDonald's rap about how they don't care if they offend me. I'm not offended, man. I'm just not playing this in front of the hoes. I have to have some shame. Some shame that maybe you had before you got in the booth that you overlooked for some reason or passed the job off to a robot. I'm not sure. It is what it is. It's undecided. It's unclear at this time if Ice Spice is AI. If I could get ChatGPT to form sentences for me, I would. If I could open AI, my thoughts, feelings, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'd do it. Fuck it. A lot of YouTubers talking about the idea of retiring recently, which is kind of sad, dude. I'm freaking way too overly sentimental for things like ending and shit, even like TV shows. Like, I remember back in the day, like, I'll see, like, the last episode of Roseanne or Boy Meets World or some... These were bad examples because I watched a lot of those shows, but freaking... I'll see, like, the last episode of a TV show that I've never even watched, and I'll be like, this is depressing. It's ending? It's over? We're not doing it anymore? Like, music and the robots and the Ice Spice overlords? But for real, though. It's sad when things end, and why do they have to make it... I don't know. It just is for some reason. But freaking YouTubers retiring... I mean, yeah, I think Hank Green said something about how we just don't have the right word for it, because it's not really... You're not really retiring, unless you're hanging it up for good, like freaking... Seth Everman, is that his name? I don't know enough about him to know if he's actually retiring. But he might be. Maybe he's... the only one really doing it, but it seems like most of the YouTubers that are quote-unquote retiring are just sort of dialing it back or switching to a side project or something for the most part, you know, like calling it for their main show. Like, I think Game Theory was... It sounded like he was giving away the channel and letting it carry on without him, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. And freaking... I don't blame most people if YouTube isn't like a forever love or a forever passion for them. Can't relate though, dude. I'm just built different. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever want to stop doing YouTube, definitely. I think that's out of the question. I think it's in me, not on me. I think it's in my blood at this point, dude. It's definitely in my programming. I definitely freaking grew up talking to the camera and shit, but freaking... I don't know. I guess it's also a little bit different if you're just freaking being yourself and being authentic and freaking letting the content change with you. and not sticking to game theories or whatever, like one specific thing about Five Nights at Freddy's, just for an example. Shout out to MacPat, though. I'm not a goddamn nerd. I don't watch game theories. I mean, it's all make-believe, though. So is it for nerds or not? It's like, I want to research something that isn't even knowledge. Okay, buddy. I'm gonna go to get a goddamn degree in Five Nights at Freddy school. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm never retiring. Basically. Unless I'm really retired of your shit. Unless I'm really, really rich and powerful. And quit. Nah. Freaking shout out to all the YouTubers out there grinding it out day in and day out. It's sometimes a lonely job, at least in my experience, but I think a lot of people experience that. Being a full-time creative, I think, in any genre or medium will probably be similar, because you just have to have time to be bored and tinker with your thoughts in a way. I don't know. Start a podcast in your room. Something like that. So freaking check on your creative friends, I guess. Freaking shouts out to the psychopaths out there. Don't get too retired. Don't retire yourself out too soon, champ. I don't freaking know what I'm saying. That brings me to our next topic. How do we rizz up the baddies, boys? I really did write that down. I feel like this is what you guys want to know. How do we rizz up the baddies? There's just so many methods. Now that actually sounds too authentic, dude. People actually do buy into that pickup artist mumbo jumbo. The method. You gotta just break the baddie down from the inside out. It's like the enemy in a Rocket League game. You gotta get inside their head. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? I am talking to you through the scarlet Focusrite. I am a male, and I'm here to manipulate you. So here's how you do it. What you're gonna want to do is like, comment, and subscribe. That's the most important thing. Nah, dude. You just gotta be yourself, dude. Freaking be confident. Be yourself. If you're being yourself and you're not confident yet, just wait on it. Just keep working on it, you know? You'll get there. Nah, dude, real talk, freaking rizzing baddies is a lot like creating content, and let me tell you why. Freaking, you just gotta be authentic, be yourself, and freaking, it sounds cliche, but it freaking, the best part about, the best and worst part about this is it will feel like you're doing nothing. Unless you're a creepy weirdo. Then work on improving yourself away from that. Let's get away from that. Cut out all the creepy stuff we do, like hanging out under bridges, you know. Nah, I don't know. In all honesty, communication is key, you know. It goes a long way to just freaking learn how to talk to people. If you're bad at it, just practice and don't sweat it. Plenty of fish in the sea, so they say. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was just trying to answer honestly, and I don't know if it was worth it. You think you're the shit? I'm not even a fart. You're not even the fart. We're not even the fart. I hate the word fart, and I'm getting desensitized to it through this song, and I'm not sure that that's an improvement that I've made to myself. Am I being cringe right now? Am I not being cool right now, dude? Am I posting cringe right now? It's a really big priority of me to not be doing that. That's not true. I think I'm over the cringe hill. I think worrying about doing things that are cringe, I think used to be a lot more important to me. But maybe it still is and it's just different. I don't freaking know. If you're worried about being cringe and you want to do something that I won't be too specific on, because, I mean, like something creative probably. Something like rizzing up some creative baddies. Here's how you do it. I don't even know if having notes helped me with this. Anyway, that's a tangent all in of its own. Got any sandals enjoyers listening to the podcast? Dude, freaking Chris. Shout out to freaking Chris. Our friend Chris in our friend group, our personal friend group. Our personal friend Chris. The other day, I asked he said, any sweatpants enjoyers in the chat? Which is a very Reddit way to ask. Y'all fuck with sweatpants? Which is a very hip and young and spry way to ask. Do you guys like sweatpants? I guess it's a weird question no matter how you slice it. I can't fully save him from it. But dude, I say all this to ask, y'all fuck with sandals? Or open-toed shoes specifically, more broadly I should say. I think buying open-toed shoes is a commitment to laziness that I just cannot applaud. It's so easy to just shove your sneakers on, even if you don't have socks on. I know it's not ideal, but that's what I mean when I say commitment to the laziness, I suppose. Just raw dog the Vans like an adult. I just feel like buying slides or sandals is deplorable, and you probably got stinky toes nonetheless. Your toes still get stinky, even if you're not raw dogging the Vans, so you might as well just raw dog the Vans, I feel. If you're in a rush, or in a predicament, a survival situation, maybe? I don't know, that's all I wrote down on the topic, but I feel what I was past Lonniedos was cooking. Well, let him cook on that. Dude, sandals are... I don't want to see your toes. If you wear socks with them, then at ease. Keep on carrying on. Alright, so if you guys have ever had a toothache, maybe you would have picked up a little tube of some cream, some numbing cream. They have this product where it's called Oragel. Freaking, if you've ever used it, it basically like numbs your mouth, or I guess any part of your body. It's numbing cream, but for your mouth. I guess you eat it kind of consequentially of using it. I haven't really ever thought about that. It's kind of gross, but it's okay if you're really in some horrible mouth pain and you need anything. It'll do the job, but for a short period of time. It doesn't work that long, at least from what I remember. But there was one time I had a freaking terrible toothache. Sorry, I'm jumping around. But dude, if you've ever held a tube of this stuff in your hands, you will notice that they do not have a link to their social media presence on there. And that's because Oragel, the brand, does not have a social media presence. At least not on Twitter. Or, let me do a fact check here. Yeah, they don't seem to have an official Twitter account at all. And most, I mean, that's just weird to me. Most brands in America, I feel like, have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all on the packaging. But dude, Oragel does not have that. And I feel at least partially responsible. There was a one time, in like, I think this was like 2011, so I was probably like a junior in high school. But dude, I had the freaking worst toothache pain ever. And I guess it was probably just a cavity that I had went untreated on for a long time or something. But I guess, yeah, I just freaking, it's been so long. I'm so old now. So I barely freaking remember this. I just remember it sucked and I like couldn't do anything. I couldn't freaking eat food, maybe? I don't remember if it was that bad. Maybe I could eat food. Maybe I just remember the mouth pain sucked. And mouth pain's like notoriously like the worst type of pain. So, I mean, tell that to the pregnant women, am I right? Yeah, I don't know if it's that bad, but freaking it's bad. Or it was bad. And I ended up having my freaking tooth pulled later or whatever. But freaking during this pain while I was figuring out what to do about it, I was using a lot of Oragel, and I mean this was like early Twitter days, 2011, dude. So I guess I just, in my nerdy obsession with early social media, and freaking the mixture of that and just my omnipresent mouth pain that I was in, I noticed that the Oragel Twitter account, well, there wasn't one, so I registered the name at Oragel. And every few years, I just remember that I have it. Or, I mean, I don't know if I can log into it, to be honest. I don't know if I have the credentials, but I'm sure I could figure it out. But it's crazy to me that they haven't just claimed this. Like, it's their brand name. They clearly don't want it, but freaking... I mean, all you have to do to freaking have a brand identity is just register the account in the first place, because people don't actually even look at the tweet. They'll just tweet about you no matter what. I know, because when I do log into the Oragel account, people are just tweeting at me like I'm them. And sometimes I reply. My last tweet was from 2020 and I said, my wife left me? That's funny. Okay. I cannot believe we only have 61 followers. I must have been on one during this time. Sounds about right. I love you at Oragel? Hell yeah. I put way too much Oragel in my mouth. I feel crazy. Don't worry, that'll last like 5 seconds. But yeah, dude, the first tweet on the account is from June 11th, 2010. So earlier than I thought. I was in 10th grade with this excruciating mouth pain. And I just made the account and I tweeted, I suck. And for the longest time, that was the only tweet on the account. But yeah, I guess if Oragel would like to negotiate, I could probably part with this for the right price. I understand it could be important to your brand. I know maybe you haven't bought a computer at the office, or maybe this brand is just really hands-off with how it's run. I don't know, maybe it's just like motor oil runoff that also works for mouth pain. And there's no real, it's just an automated shell of a company. I'm not sure. That's their official Twitter, I believe. Life hack. Squeeze a little Orajel on any rank food you don't want to taste. Ew, dude. Why would you want to numb your food before you eat it? That's a sickening thing. Anyway. You can check out the @Orajel Twitter account. Please don't hurt me or sue me. You can have it. There's only 46 followers, so I don't think you missed out on much, but yeah, just freaking fun fact. That's what I was doing in 2010, just dicking around on Twitter. And also recovering from the dentist. Yeah, dude. I'm still missing one of my molars to this day. I'm kind of sad about it. But I think I needed a root canal, which I was already in a great amount of pain to make the decision, but I think it was gonna be like, so do you want to go to college or get this root canal type shit? So like, you know, I just had the tooth yoinked. I'll probably get an implant someday. But getting a root canal sounds incredibly unpleasant, and I was already really going through it with this tooth. Anyway, a little bit of Lonniedos lore. Dude, somebody asked me recently about purchasing my Instagram account, like my Lonnie account, or like my Lonnie accounts altogether, my brand, if you will. I have no idea. First of all, I'm not really interested in that. I'm using it, dog. Like, come on. I'm still here. I'm posting content. I'm making great quality, original content. Like, comment, and subscribe if you agree. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, but I don't want to say who it is because I'm not like talking shit or nothing, but freaking, I'll get like some people in my DMs once in a while, and then they're like, can I buy this account or whatever? And it's like, dude, I have no idea. Like, they're usually offering like $1 or $2 or $3, like unironically. I'll give you $2 or $3 for that account. But if I was ever to just retire into the Bahamas, to renounce my name of Lonnie, of @Lonnie on the medias, I don't even know like how much that would cost. I've actually reached out to somebody about buying a domain. It was Lonnie.com, and they wanted like 30 grand. And I was like, okay, I don't need that. Lonniedos.com it is. But yeah, I have no freaking idea how much like a username or anything like that is worth. I also don't know if you're allowed to sell them, so I'm not even considering it, just for the record. Legally speaking, allegedly, on God dead ass, no cap on a stack. You want to see it? I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I would feel like a huge douche even like making up a number, you know? Like, because it's like you kind of got to buy me out so I can get my flight to the Bahamas. You know? I got to have enough money to live off of the rest of my life. I don't have any kids, so it'll just be me and Loomis. He doesn't eat much. He doesn't take up much space. I'll fit the bill for him. Just worry about me and you. If you want to take over being me, if you want to purchase Lonniedos Industries from me, I'm going to have to ask for at least 2 or 3 million. 2 or 3 million flat. I don't know, dude. I like being Lonnie. I like being me. I worked long and hard signing up for social media early as hell. And begging and pleading with the early developers of these web platforms to get these usernames, okay? I worked hard asking and being there. I don't think I could ever realistically part with my usernames. But I do pay $15 a month for my Instagram verification now, just as like my freaking... I mean, my Instagram got taken down once before for like no reason. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was like 2019. It was gone for like a month, and I just didn't have an Instagram anymore. And then I wrote them so many emails, and I never really got anywhere. And then one day, after I was spamming them all night, it just came back. And it was pretty crazy. But I mean, I use Instagram a lot. Honestly, I don't use Twitter that much these days. I use like Snapchat a little bit for friends. Instagram. I mean, what else is there? I don't know. So I kind of justified it in my head to get the verification as like account it's safety. Just, you know. I get a lot of password reset emails. That shit's annoying. I mean, I know everybody gets those, but still. How'd I start talking about this? I don't know. I'm rambling. You think you the shit? You're not even a what? Dude, the freaking... I literally used to just freaking sit on Twitter and, like, scour for, like, available OG usernames, like, back in the day, dude. Freaking... I was such a little nerd in high school. Social media used to be so fun just because it was, like, a novelty and, like, a new thing. I don't even know. And I guess I was a kid, so I had nothing else to do with my life. But freaking another random Twitter account that I signed up for back in the day was @Rollerblade, which I haven't checked on either. I tried to give it away recently. I used to just use it as like a secret alt Twitter back in the day, but after that I was like, yeah, this is kind of stupid. So somebody DM'd me and was like, what do I have to do to win your heart and your username? So I just gave him the login, but it seemed like he had trouble getting into it, which is fine. But I washed my hands of this, and for now it'll just rot, it is what it is. Oh, I guess we could talk about that. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm gonna start streaming again, and I want to. I canceled my Restream subscription because I didn't want to pay like $20 a month to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time anymore, because I also wanted to be able to stream on TikTok, and I don't think you could do that through that software. I think I also had to have TikTok's own software opened up, which is kind of annoying because I'm paying $20 a month to stream on these two platforms, and I should be streaming on TikTok most of all, probably, because it's the best for discovery, I think. But I don't know. I hadn't really worked it into my workflow as nicely. But anyway, I freaking have been chilling on streaming for a while, and I think that I just gotta freaking figure it out. I don't know where I want to stream, basically. I don't know if I should just do Twitch, if I should do Twitch and TikTok, if I should do YouTube and TikTok. Just freaking go back to what I was doing, do all three? Who freaking knows, dude? I want to figure it out, though. I don't know. I also just can't sit and play video games for as many hours as I want to, because I think it would be good. I think it's good freaking productive to sit there and, okay, play this game for an hour, play this game for an hour. I don't know. I just don't have the attention span, dog. I gotta get some freaking Ritalin in my system. I need it. But dude, there's been a lot of like drama. It seems like the live streaming audience is like splitting between Kick and Twitch now. I guess unless you're on YouTube. But like the edgy nature of Kick, I guess, has been getting a lot of the more virtuous Twitch streamers sort of riled up, I suppose. Like if you support these people, then we don't fuck with you type beat, I guess. Which is weird. I don't know. Maybe that'll just result in both of them dying, and freaking YouTube will just take all the market share. Who knows, dude? YouTube the best? Yeah, I don't even know. I'm just thinking about the streaming wars generally, I suppose, but I will probably not stream on Kick. My Twitch is Lonniedos, though, in case you haven't followed me on there. And my YouTube is the same. And actually, my TikTok is the same. Holy balls, my brain is loading slow. But we should be back doing some live stream stuff soon. I've just been really enjoying getting the pre-recorded vids done. Stacking those up. I'm like freaking a week ahead on videos right now. And I've been doing this podcast. And we doing reaction videos on the Lonnie channel coming soon. I have some recorded, I just haven't been uploading on there, but freaking dude, it's February, boys. Time to rise and grind, gamers. It's time to drink your Bang energy and freaking bang, baby. Oh, also, breaking news. Dude, Power World, I think this came from Twitter. I also saw Touch Arcade post about this. Freaking shout out to Touch Arcade. Power World, the announcement is there is no mobile game. All of the mobile games you may see on iOS or Android, they're fake. And there is no Power World mobile game. Damn. No Pokemon for us. I guess I'll just have to play a real gamer's game that isn't a crafting survival game, because that shit is Minecraft. Thanks for watching the freaking podcast, boys. You can freaking find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now Google and Amazon. I said, though, that it was on everything last week, and I was wrong, but now it should be. But also, apparently, Google Podcasts is going away. I didn't even know it was a thing, but apparently it's a YouTube podcast is taking over. But it's freaking, I don't know. It is what it is. Freaking thank you for listening and watching and learning. Let me know any thoughts and feelings and opinions, and how do you feel about the fart song and Ice Spice and Ben Shapiro? Old MacDonald had a farm. Facts don't care about my feelings. Thanks for watching, boys. I'm gonna go. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.